Hey everyone, Nigel here with Polluted Mainstream, and happy to be with you for another video. This is a short one today. I'm usually going to probably try for about 5 a week, and I just wanted to pop another one up just because it's my first day. So I wanted to talk today a little bit about this saying out there, this phrase that I hear a lot, and what it is obsessed with race. And I hear people say it all the time. Like recently I heard PragerU, some little cuck from PragerU, and then like Sargon, who I respect a lot. He's not a cuck, but he'll say this. He'll say it too. He'll say that, you know, the thing about the alt-right and the thing about the regressive left is they're both obsessed with rice. And, maybe that wasn't the best Sargon, but that's what he says. And PragerU, the cuck, said he was like, yeah, same thing. He said the regressive left and the alt-right are both the same because they're just obsessed with race and they just think different things about it. Well, I don't think that's really true. I think that for the regressive left, they are obsessed with marginalization. You can easily see that by the fact that they will champion anyone who is a weak, pathetic victim, and they will hate anyone who is a strong person. And you'll see that because you'll see people like Milo, and you'll see people like Blair White, or you'll see people like, let's see, who's a black guy I don't know. You'll see black guys out there who are like conservatives, and they speak against the mainstream. And the regressive left will take them down, just like they're the heteropatriarchal white male that they rail against. So it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a white, black, trans, queer, Arab. If you say the wrong things, then the regressive left, or if you are the wrong kind of person, then the regressive left will think that you are the enemy. So I don't think they're obsessed with race. The alt-right is also not obsessed with race. The alt-right simply wants the freedom to act the way that human nature dictates, which is tribalistically. And they want the freedom to organize in white communities, white activist groups. And, I don't want to speak for the alt-right, but it's not very well defined at the moment. So I'll just say that I think when the alt-right becomes more defined, you'll see that it's about traditional values, just like the conservatives are. But the alt-right has actually got a better plan and a more realistic view of how to get there. So they're not obsessed with race. They just think that race is a component of how you get to a society that's healthy. And there's also other components too. The problem is that the skeptics and the regressive left and the mainstream media obsess about the fact that the alt-right actually has realistic views on race. So it's not that they're obsessed with race, it's just that that's all they ever get to talk about, because it's like they say, well, maybe we should be able to have like all white communities if we want, or like an all white business, or like maybe we shouldn't have to hire a black guy if he's not the right guy for the job. We can just hire the white guy who's better qualified. And people will say, oh, look at how obsessed with race you are. It's just everything you think about is race. No, not really. It's just a balancing effect for the multiculturalism that's been shoved down our throats for so long. The alt-right is just saying, look, allow us to abandon this multicultural experiment. Allow us to return to the tribalism that built this nation and see what happens. Just give us the freedom to do it and see if it doesn't build the kind of country that all these migrants wanted to come to in the first place. And I don't think that means that you're obsessed with race. I think that the skeptics are obsessed with race because they are too cowardly to talk about it in a real way. And I think that the SJWs and the mainstream media are obsessed with race because they know that if the alt-right gets their way and they get to have free association, then the Marxism that they push is going to be destroyed pretty quickly. So Sargon and, all the other skeptics out there, they should be really careful. And, PragerU and all the cucktards and stuff like that, they should be really careful about saying that the alt-right is obsessed with race, because then you're really just not seeing who they really are. And I think if you did see who they really were, then you would be more sympathetic to them. And I think that's going to happen in the future. So just a sign, or, a warning sign of things to come. We're not obsessed with race here on the alt-right. It's just that you guys are obsessed with race, and that's all you ever want to talk about from our platform. So see you guys later. Hey, if you like my videos, you can subscribe, and know that I don't have a Patreon, and I never will. I'm not interested in making money off of this, and I'm not interested in becoming a career YouTuber, though I do want to put out videos pretty often. But I don't know. I think it's just a little disingenuous to say, hey, I have a message, and I think that it's really important that I get it out there. By the way, do you guys have some money for me? So I'll never have a Patreon, but do subscribe, comment, and I just want to hear you guys' thoughts on everything. See you next time.